One cloud key sat in public code for weeks. A stranger used it for 87 minutes. When the clock stopped, more than 1,500 charities got the same instruction. Assume your donor database is already gone. The company at the center is Beacon, the software running behind hospital charities, children's causes, and a national ballet. This is how one login became everyone's problem. This case almost got filed under the wrong name. An automated filings tracker flagged one headline word: exposed. No company by that name ever filed anything. The real subject sat one word later: Beacon CRM. Beacon's own incident log gives the true start. July 27th, 2026, 1:20 in the morning, UTC. A valid AWS key. 87 minutes on the clock. Beacon is not a household name. It doesn't need to be. It's the customer database system behind more than 1,500 UK charities, donor records, case histories, mailing lists. Fundraising magazine had rated it the top CRM for charities 7 years running. One platform, 1,500 organizations worth of trust. Think of a charity CRM as one filing cabinet behind every cause in the building. Names, home addresses, emails, phone numbers, donation history stretching back years. For some charities, gender and date of birth too. It is quiet, unglamorous data. It is also exactly the profile a scammer needs to sound like someone a family already trusts. Beacon says this data sat encrypted at rest inside Amazon's cloud. On paper, that sounds safe. In practice, encryption only blocks a stranger without the key. Beacon's own investigators later called this access more sophisticated than a simple stolen username and password. Whoever got in did not need to break a lock. They were handed a key that opened it legally. Here's the first turn. Sometime between July 27th and 28th, Beacon's own cloud billing graph spiked. Data transfer costs jumped hard enough that someone had to ask why. The company's own technology chief called it a significant increase in outbound traffic. Bills do not lie. Something large had already left the building. Here is how a login this ordinary turns this dangerous. Somewhere on Beacon's website sat a piece of front-end code, the JavaScript your browser downloads just to load the page. That file carried a live AWS access key. Public code, private key. Anyone who read the file closely could copy it out. That key opened a straight line into Beacon's cloud storage, where customer databases and backups sat ready to export in plain, readable form. No one has said who did this. Beacon's investigators found no malware left behind, no backdoor, no persistence reused later. No ransomware crew has claimed the data. Nothing stolen has surfaced publicly, not yet. Whoever held that key came in quietly, took what they wanted, and logged back out. Beacon did not catch this in the moment. The company says it first suspected an incident around July 29th, 2 days after the access window closed. Charities were not told until August 3rd. 1 day later, Beacon's technology chief gave the instruction every nonprofit dreaded: assume all of it. Every record, every attachment was already copied out. The Molly Rose Foundation was one of the first to hear. It's a charity built around a teenager's death and online safety, a supporter list built entirely on grief and trust. Beacon told them to assume names, addresses, emails, phone numbers, gender, dates of birth, and full donation histories were gone. For a charity like that, a spreadsheet is not just data. It is a list of people who trusted them with something painful. Second turn, Molly Rose was not alone. The same login path reached Sheffield Hospital's charity, Macmillan Cancer Support in Jersey, English National Ballet Donors, a support charity for survivors of sexual abuse, and a children's hospice fund. One cloud key did not care what cause it was stealing from. Within days, this stopped being only Beacon's problem. Beacon reported itself to the UK's data regulator, the ICO, case number 0238. The government's Charity Commission published guidance for affected charities on August 7th. proof of how wide the notification list had already grown. The list kept widening across the country. The British Deaf Association, Lincoln Cathedral's Charitable Trust, a hospital charity in Shrewsbury and Telford, Scotland's own charity umbrella body issued guidance after many Scottish organizations confirmed they used Beacon too. This was never only a London problem. It was a nationwide one. One case stands out: the Survivors Trust, a network supporting survivors of rape and sexual abuse, said the ICO reviewed its situation and found the charity itself bore no responsibility for the breach. Small comfort. The data was still gone. The people it named were still the ones left wondering if the next fundraising email really came from a friend. Third turn. On August 12th, Beacon finally named a probable cause: that leaked AWS key sitting inside public JavaScript. Weeks earlier, a July blog post had celebrated a clean ISO 27001 security audit. No major findings, no minor ones either. A clean audit and a leaking build file existed at the exact same time. After the root cause landed, Beacon moved fast on paper. Every credential tied to its cloud accounts was reset. Sentinel-1 monitoring went in across the environment, watching around the clock. External forensic investigators worked the case alongside Beacon's own team. Dark web monitoring has turned up no sign of the stolen data so far. Real questions stay open. How long did that key sit exposed before July 27th? Days? Weeks? Longer? Was it buried in a public repository or just a careless build file? Did anyone ever demand a ransom? Beacon has not said. Corporate breach does not guess at answers filings and forensics have not confirmed. Here's the part most donors never think about. Under UK data law, every charity that used Beacon is still legally its own data controller. That means each one, not just Beacon, had to decide within 72 hours of finding out whether it owed its own supporters a breach notice. So while Beacon's engineers worked the technical case, small charity staff spent August doing something else: filing serious incident reports, reading legal guidance built for corporate compliance teams. The Charity Commission itself warned that so many reports were coming in, response times would run long. The breach happened to Beacon. The paperwork landed on charities that mostly just wanted to run their programs. The technical lesson here is not exotic. Secrets do not belong in code your browser can download and read. Cloud keys need scope, access only to what a service actually needs, and they need to rotate on a schedule, not just after a breach makes the news. Scan every build. Assume public code stays public forever. If you have ever donated to a UK charity, this is worth 5 minutes. Watch for messages that reference a donation you actually made. That detail is exactly what makes phishing convincing. For any organization running on someone else's software, ask a blunt question. If that vendor's cloud key leaked tomorrow, what exactly could a stranger read? It is worth sitting with how this case even reached a screen. An automated filings tracker went looking for a corporate cyber disclosure and found a headline word instead. No 8K, no SEC filing, just 1,500 charities and a key that should never have been readable in the first place. This was never a company called Exposed. It was Beacon, one cloud key, 87 minutes, and a donor list stretched across a country's entire charity sector. These figures come from Beacon's own incident updates, UK regulators, and reporting from the Register, InfoSecurity Magazine, and Security Week. Full links sit in the description. Which corporate failure should we open the file on next? Corporate breach. Case closed for now.